do you think about this new notes thing? Because they're saying it's an AI song.
Do you know what it is? Okay.
Because I know they've been doing
What
this for
do you
years.
think it's gonna? Because I was gonna
I
say
love
that
the song,
because there's
though.
obviously been a shift in the culture, though, innit? So,
I love the song.
where does that leave artists?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest because I like notes, and but I don't want to give the
big up notes.
This is a real conversation.
Yeah,
I say a real answer.
Yeah,
like I like notes. It's nothing personal.
Yeah.
This is my honest opinion.
Yeah,
I think the fact that he's just taken the exact same song and just kept the exact same thing. And some people could say ghostwriters do that, but I don't know. But it's just like I would have liked if he'd have switched up a bit.
so if he used it like a reference song.
Yeah, but you know the fact that he just used the whole AI. I know it sounds like him. He's just done the whole same song. Obviously, you bought it. I don't know. It doesn't sync well with me. But at the same time, in music, people have writers. People do have writers.
But was it a different thing? Because obviously, when we had the writers, and say you're in a studio with a man,
You work
if
together.
he has to sing it for you to say it in a certain way, innit?
Yeah.
Is that what they mean?
Yeah, because yes, you're right. For example, the writer gives you the reference track, but you still have to sing it.
Do you
your way.
reckon that they can? Do you reckon that they'll be able to create like classics that will live on for years through AI?
I feel like this is what I feel in general. Everything.
Do you reckon the soul will be there?
This is what I think. I'll be honest with you. Technology has always evolved. People always are against it. But what I think is the best way AI is going to be, because for example, an AI will never be able to replicate a Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
It can't.
I think the top tier writers, I think, will be collaborate with AI, but it will still be their God-given gift.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I think what AI will do though is the mid-tier artists, they might use it heavily.
Yeah. Because basically that means then if I had loads of money, I've created a record label, I can literally just pick who I like the look of and just give them an AI tune.
But what about the big writers? Because I remember saying you got Bryson Tiller and people that are big writers.
But that's what I'm saying. The greatest people, like in everything, so in every history. So I feel like the greatest talents, the one, like for example, let's just say we had a new Michael Jackson come out or Chris Brown and that. I don't think they're going to be, I think it's going to be collaboration. Because remember, God, no matter what, God gives us our gifts. Our gifts are deeper than any machine, anything like that. No matter what, for example, I'll give you an example. I've been working on Instagram for 9 years, The algorithm has changed so many times. But you know what? I always defeat it, respectfully, not in that, because not in a cocky way, but man's really good at what I do, because I really love what I do. So no matter what the algorithm change, sometimes it might be likes are the one that proves it, sometimes it might be that proves it, but I always override it. So I feel like the AI, what I'm saying, sorry, I feel like if you're really gifted, the AI is not going to affect you. But I feel like everybody else in the middle, like respectfully, might need the AI. A Beyonce is always going to be, she's a God-given talent. She might get bits and pieces of AI, but it's still going to be Beyonce. Chris Brown might get bits and pieces, but there's still Ed Sheeran, you know what I'm saying, Adele. I think those kind of people, they come.
Yeah.
That's what I believe anyway.
What was you going to say?
Go on, sorry, I cut you off.
No, you didn't. I actually said, I just feel like...
I'm liking this conversation though.
Everything...
This might be the best podcast I've done, you know.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, that's good.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm comfortable.
That's good.
The frequency.
Yes.
The frequency.
Yeah.
The honesty.
Yes.
In the room. The conversations, the different kind of conversations we're having.
Yeah, where we're heading
the hospitality.
Yeah. Come on.
This might be the best.
I love that.
I'm going to do the podcast for a minute still after this one still. I might do my own team. I'm talking about guests and anyone else.
Yeah.
No.
I love that.
I'm enjoying this one still. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I feel like with the way that the world is going, like the old souls, once they're gone, they're going to have something completely different.
I disagree.
Really?
And I'll tell you why. The problem what we do too wrong here, we believe too much of the internet. And I'll tell you why.
Go on.
So a few years ago, I worked in the music industry. Everyone was saying that the music industry is never going to get no more superstars because too many things are fragmented. Everyone's numbers is split up. So Olivia Dean comes. I don't know, do you know Olivia Dean?
Yes, of course.
Cool. She come with that real music that touched the soul.
Yes.
That real jazz music.
Very much so.
Brother, she's completely, and I'm talking about the people that were saying it were clever, like qualified musicians, people in the music industry. She become a global superstar around the world. You know why?
Yeah.
As you know, her music's real.
Really?
You can't, do you know what it is? No matter what, we are humans first.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you have to understand, sometimes what we do, because we spend time on these things, we believe what's going on there, but we're not, that's not real. You have to remember that's not real. People really want real feelings. People want real experiences. And that will never change. No matter what, we're God's creatures first.
Oh, 100%.
So what you're saying is, you see the things that touch the soul, they will always live.
I agree, because it's God over everything.
Exactly that.
And that's me, but I just believe that, of course. And I want to make it clear that
Yeah.
that's how I believe.
Yeah.
But I just feel like sometimes like there are agendas out there to change and to shift the way that things are going. Do you understand? And obviously we know like with machines and powers and numbers and control, they may have a little bit more of control over it. So if everything is like now going to AI, you're going to get like record labels, you know, like that got money, and they might try to oversaturate someone that's over there that we know is just so good at what they do naturally.
I do believe, because it's a balance. So I do believe what you're saying is, it will happen. But I also always believe, so I always believe, just this is me, I could be naive, yeah. I could be ignorant in this, but I always believe God always wins in the end. So I do believe the machine, what happens is I think everything's a cycle. So I feel like, for example, the UK music's a perfect example. UK music came, at first it was real talent coming through. Then it got to a point where it just started getting watered down, everyone's winning. And then now it's crushed, it's completely gone down. Yeah?
Finished.
Because it's gone down because now it's people
Well,
like,
not
we
finished,
want something real. So if it's not real, like I said, that's why someone like people like Olivia Dean has come and win. Someone like Davis win, because the cycle now has gone back to like, we actually want something real. So I do believe, I think everything's in cycle. I feel like, yeah, there'll be a time when the machines and that, but remember, we are emotional beings first.
Yes.
And for example, perfect example, I'll give you an example. Michael Jackson's a perfect example.
Yeah.
He died, like they put so much madness on his name in it, yeah. He's died. Look how he's been celebrated again. 'Cause you know why? Because he led with love. He led with love. So now the love is nice, overpowering all the madnesses they're putting on his name. So what I'm saying is, this is what I just believe. I believe, because remember, at the end of the day, God rules everything, bro. God rules everything. God rules everything. So I feel like, yes, you have moments where machines, but I just think it always goes back to God, and then the cycle goes round and round. That's just what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say that when you see, like, whatever anyone tells you that your name is, if you can't show me that, I don't need to believe you. You see, when I showed my kids, when Michael Jackson passed, I remember when I showed them the videos, and they was instantly sold by the videos because that's talent.
Exactly that.
I feel like what happened with the industry, they passed a lot of people's purposes to people that didn't even deserve it.
Exactly.
Like, it's almost like
they started focusing on numbers.
Yeah, they focused on, so it was almost like, even when you saw an artist come with that thing, you looked at somebody else and gave it to them,
but they were going viral,
because they were good. Yeah, because I don't believe that a viral artist is anywhere near
100%.
to an artist with purpose.
100%.
Exactly.
You see, the same way we had dancehall artists coming out from everywhere. Vybz Kartel came out of prison. Vybz Kartel was outrighting artists that were out here. He was inside. He was outrighting artists. He dropped more songs, bangers, than artists that was out here. That's why even Bounty Killer said, if them ask me who are the hottest artists right now, they're going to say it's Vybz Kartel because of how much songs he's doing. What it is I feel like with music, they never allow anyone to get their purpose. When you grow with age, I'm going to tell you a story from when I was a little picnic to when I'm a big man, where I'm at now. But no one wants to hear it in the UK.